Hello and welcome to Whatever's Lying Around, the first of the Zero Mastery Challenge contracts. This one's in Paris. It's basically the showstopper with an extra objective, more or less. Helmut is the extra target, and there's kill requirements for all three targets. So we have to poison Victor, kill Dahlia with a shotgun, kill Helmut with an explosive device. We have none of those things to start the mission, but we are going to get them. So the first thing we're going to do is come downstairs. Of course, we're going to hide out from the Silas there. And I did speed that up, and I'm going to speed up boring portions of the video, but then I'll slow it down. So I ran right through the security room, and I'm going to throw this just to briefly distract one of the security guards who is in there, and he'll come in here eventually, and put a coin here, and then shoot the fuse box. The coin is there to distract the fuse box guy for a little while longer, just so that a certain guy doesn't turn around at random when the fuse box gets fixed. That'll cause the two guys inside at the desk to leave. One will walk over to the side of the center of the room and turn around. One will walk outside to go smoke. So once that's happened, we just kind of go through the room, throw this coin to get the one guy who's still in the room out of it. We're not going to knock him out because we can't knock anyone out under the master restrictions. But, well, we can't knock out non-targets, which these guys are not targets. But we can go over there to the desk and grab the shotgun. That's the only shotgun I know of that's on the map. I also destroy the evidence. There's no real point to this. I don't think I ever go past a camera anyway, but it's there. You might as well do it. Now the guy outside, he smokes, and then as soon as the fuse box is fixed and he finishes his smoke animation, he'll go back inside. But I don't want to wait out his smoke animation, so I just threw something to distract him back in. He may go back outside afterwards. I don't know exactly what he does, but it doesn't matter. We'll be out of here in time. I'm also going to throw a coin to avoid a head turn issue with this guard. He might see me climbing the pipe, and since I do have a gun on my back, I don't want to risk it. But other than that, not really a problem. So I've gone back into speed up mode here, and I'm just going to quickly go through and do a bunch of setup work. I'm not going to knock that tech crew guy out again because I can't, and there's no real point in distracting him either, just let him go. But when I come in here, I am going to shoot the vase because the two guards are in here at the moment, and if I don't shoot the vase, they'll have the conversation about how they shouldn't shoot the vase, or they shouldn't damage the vase, and it's longer than the conversation where one guy yells at the other guy for damaging the vase. It also causes them both to leave, which, not really that important because we won't be coming back this way ever. But it does, remove some risk of just getting past them, because that guy can sometimes be a problem. I'm also going to refresh my coins and just climb on up into the attic. Now, the attic's trespassing anyway, but we're also armed, so we do want to be careful about that. And we're going to head for the command center that's on the straight ahead. And on that table, underneath those monitors, is an item that we're going to need. So as soon as this guy walks past to his drink, we're going to come in and grab it. It's a remote mine. So now we have a shotgun for Dahlia, we have a remote mine for Helmut. All we need now is poison, but the poison is actually carried by Dahlia, so we're going to have to kill her first to get it. I intentionally created the contract with the targets in the wrong order, in part to match the showstopper, in part just to be deceptive. In fact, I'm pretty sure the targets have to be killed, or could be killed, in reverse order. You can definitely kill Dahlia first if you're willing to wait around for her to come in here, but instead I'm just going to drop the shotgun in her bathroom, and I will be back for it later. And then I'm going to leave and head downstairs. Now the reason why I didn't put on a disguise, even though I could have, is because most of the disguises that I could have gotten are not allowed up on the third and second floors, but my suit was allowed in all those areas. So it allows me to just run right out to here, and I'm not trespassing until I actually get into that hallway, and then I can run downstairs. Now I am, at this point, going to get a disguise, which is the easiest disguise to get, and I'm also going to pick up this rat poison, which is important. The crowbar, not so much, though you will need one later. There's plenty lying around, and there's one on the way to the spot where you would need it anyway, though. So I'm going to get the Palace Staff disguise, look up the bare knuckle boxer recipe, because you do need to know the recipe in order to mix the drink for Victor. And then I'm going to go upstairs and go out to the back, where Helmut is. I'm going to start his conversation with the photographer so that he eventually will start wandering off, but then I'm going to come down here to the dock area, and I'm going to pop this with a crowbar. There's another crowbar near the shed, over near the electrical generator if you forgot to pick it up, so just go ahead and grab that one instead. Or, if you're not following the rules and you smuggled something in, you have a lockpick or something, then that's an easy way to do that. But don't use the remote mine to force open the doors, obviously.
That's weird.
Sir, is that yours?
Please don't do that.
What we're going to do is drop a coin and then throw it. Once Helmut's wandering off, he'll come over here. I tried to do a double lure where I throw it again, but I think the coin got stuck somewhere. I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Hey, this is a nice town.
So Helmut will not go after it, he'll just stand there confused and then he'll wander off. The good news is, because he's kind of needing to go that way down that path anyway, he stays on this side of the hedge, so I don't have to like frantically grab him or anything. I just have to wait and knock him out once he goes down here. So I can't knock out non-targets, but Helmut is a target, so I am allowed to knock him out, which is what I'll do as soon as he's down the stairs a little. And then I am going to take his disguise, and I took it here just to save myself some run back later, and then we're going to drag him. Now, I probably could just launch him off one of these sides into the water here, but what I'm going to do is take him to a spot that's relatively certain to work, and it's on the front of the piledriver barge out here, an area that most people don't go to because it's other than a start spot for very rare occasions like sniper contracts. There's very little reason to be out here. But there is a good spot over here. If you put somebody just kind of on this front part and put a mine on the side here and then detonate it, it should always kill the target and launch them into the water. So Helmut's in the water. His body will never be found. One guard I think will usually respond to this, but surprisingly not that many people actually come down there and check on it. So even if they did, they won't find anything, but it also won't trigger like 8 hostile guards or anything like that. So the next thing we're going to do is go through the opportunity for Dahlia's meeting with Helmut. That requires us to get our makeup done and then walk the catwalk, and unfortunately I do have to speed this part up because there's no avoiding it. I tried to avoid it, and it did not work. I tried to go up to her office or to her room right away, and she wouldn't go for it. You have to actually do what she wants you to do here.
There, you are all set, Mr. Kruger. Good work. Wow, thanks, Mr. Kruger. Break a leg.
Unfortunately, we don't. Because we're not. Now we can finally go upstairs, and no one is going to frisk us or anything like that. Helmut is allowed upstairs, and he will not be stopped. So, same with the Sheik. Both Helmut and the Sheik avoid frisks. No one cares about them having weapons or anything. So we're going to come in here for our meeting with Dahlia. And the reason why I use this opportunity is this is the safest way to shotgun her without needing to respond really quickly to some kind of mounting problem. So we just have our meeting with Dahlia. Let it proceed as normal. Now, at this point, you could probably just knock Dahlia out and drag her into the bathroom. That's probably okay. I didn't do it because I was just kind of concerned about it, so I would not recommend it, but you can do it at this point. But I am going to show the slower, safer way, which is to wait until Dahlia gets her phone call and wanders over to the window. And then I'm going to get up, and I'm going to pour the rat poison into her champagne. What you're supposed to do in this opportunity in the normal map is, of course, to get the poison pills that she gives you,
well, it's a little
and then
late now, isn't it?
put them in her wine. But instead, what I'm going to do is use the rat poison, because I need those poison pills for Victor.
A big girl.
Now, those are the poison pills that Dahlia will drop if you kill her, so if you waited for her earlier when you were just kind of up here with the shotgun, you can kill her, and they will be on her body if she doesn't put them there on the table. So you can still get them. You don't need to do this opportunity to get them. She always carries them. Now, she's not going to blame me for poisoning her or anything like DeSantis sometimes can do.
Collaboration.
She doesn't seem to care. So we'll just let her get sick, wait for her to head into the bathroom.
This is bad. Oh, I gotta run.
And once she's in the bathroom, I'm going to close the doors and knock her out. You don't need to do this. You can probably just kill her at the toilet, but I'm doing this for absolute safety to avoid head turns and things like that. So drag her over here to the thing, pick up the shotgun, and shoot her. Now here's the interesting thing. When I shoot her in here, no one cares. No one responds. I think it's because everybody's more than 2 doors away and there's some like sound barriers for some of these doors, but nobody heard it. Not one person. So there's going to be no investigation, but even if there was, Dolly's body will be hidden long before that, and you have time to get away. So on the off chance that somebody does hear it for some reason, you have plenty of time to stash her body. So I'm going to come down here to the palace staff disguise, put it back on, and now I'm going to go mix Victor's drink because I have the poison. Now, as it so happens, as you could have seen from the map probably, Victor is actually on his way in here, so to just delay him a little bit, I'm just going to drop all my coins. Victor and Kurt and the palace staff guy who's back there, they can fight over those for a few seconds. Just long enough for me to mix the drink and then get around to the front of the bar to poison it. Sky, one of the Hitman Forum users, actually troubleshooted this with me. If you poison the drink from the back of the bar for whatever reason, it doesn't count as consumed poison, but it does if you poison it from the front. So I don't know why that is, but that's a requirement for this until they fix that bug. If you're doing the normal mission or you don't have a specific poison requirement for Victor, then you can just poison it from the back, because it will still kill him. It works just fine, it just doesn't register for whatever reason. And I'm also going to come down here and get my suit back, because I did say the requirement is to leave in your suit. And if that naked guy in the bathroom, or in the locker room, is still on that side of the locker room, just wait and get your suit back in a minute when he goes to the other side. No reason to risk it. And that'll take care of it.